And now in this class we are going to discuss the seventh point from the step functions. And see, look there the problems. Step of a by b for any ab belongs to n. Based on that we can calculate the number of 7 multiples in 2020. And related to this I have another question. We need to find the power of 7 in the prime factorization of 200 factorial. First of all, you just think about this ab, right? We are going to calculate a by b. So as per they mention that a, b are any two natural numbers. For suppose if I have a, b as any two natural numbers, then there is a chance to divide this a with b. Is it right? So since a, b are natural, for suppose if you take a as the larger, or in any other case, you just divide a with b. And if you divide a with b, you will get some quotient q and some remainder r. Okay, q and r are depending on the values of a, b. Right? So a is, when you divide a with b, q is the quotient and r is the remainder. We know that the remainder r is for sure less than b, right? The division algorithm of numbers. The remainder is always less than the divisor. Then only we say it as a correct process, right? So from there we will write this as a is equals to bq plus r for the remainder r which is less than b. Okay. And now since I need to calculate the step value of a by b, you just divide this statement of division algorithm. A is equals to bq plus r, the general statement, right? Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So with that idea, I have that a is equals to bq plus r. Next, to calculate a by b, step of a by b, divide everything with b. Then you will get, this implies a by b is equals to bq by b is simply q plus this is r by b. Is it right? Just have a look. And on the other side, as a restriction, we have this r less than b. Since r less than b, if you divide with b, r by b is for sure less than 1. Since we are discussing with the naturals, this r by b is for sure positive and it is less than 1. Okay. And you just look there, a by b is a number that is equals to q plus r by b. Here this q acts like a integral part which is in the natural numbers, and this r by b is a number which is in between 0 to 1. Okay. Since that q is a natural and r by b is a number which is in between 0 and 1, then we say that at the end the step of a by b is equals to q, whereas the step of r by b is 0, right? And the fractional part of a by b is r by b. Here, since we are discussing about the step of a by b, and your answer for this problem is step of a by b is equals to q. And what is that q? That q is the quotient obtained by dividing a with b. That's what you need to mention. Okay. At the end, step of a by b is simply quotient obtained by dividing a with b in a usual division process. So this is the thing. So from there we concluded that step of a by b as q. Using that step of a by b as q, I will calculate the number of 7 multiples in 2020. Okay, just think about it. Here I need to calculate the number of 7 multiples in 2020. See, I think we are all familiar in calculating the number of 7 multiples or number of 3 multiples in a particular number. For suppose if I say how many 3 multiples are there below 100, if I ask you like that, you need to go with 3 table, right? How many 3 multiples are there? 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, like that. 3 into 33 is 99. 3 into 33 is 99. After that we have 100. And that means below 100 there are 33 3 multiples. It's a usual logic, right? And here since we are searching for the 7 multiples in 2020, okay, 7 into 1, 7 is a 7 multiple. 7 into 2, 14 is a 7 multiple. 7 into 3, 21 is a 7 multiple. Like that, up to what we need to proceed, and that must be less than 2020. So usually we calculate the count, the number of 7 multiples, just by dividing the 2020 with the 7. Okay. See, without involvement of the step, the usual process is simply nothing but calculating the number of 7 multiples in 2020 is just nothing but dividing 2020 with 7. If you divide 2020 with 7, what you will get? 7 ones is 14, okay? Yeah. And then this 620. And then what we have to say? 7 eights is 56. And then again it is 60. And then again 7 eights is 56. You left with 4. So if you divide the 2020 with 7, 4 is the remainder. So the number, the nearest 7 multiple for the 2020 is 7 into 188. So if you write all the 7 multiples, okay, 7 into 1, 7 into 2, 7 into 3. Likewise, if you write all the 7 multiples, 7 into 188, and then somewhere you have 7 into 189. In between these two numbers, you will get 2020. But since here we are searching for the number of 7 multiples in 2020, so below 2020, the number of 7 multiples are how many? 188. And that 188 is simply, as per this discussion, that 188 is equals to the step of 2020 divided by 7. Step of 2020 divided by 7 is simply nothing but what? As we discussed there, okay, yeah, 188 point something, so its step value is 188. So usually we go with the division process and we say the number of 7 multiples as 188, but here with the involvement of step, just we are making a formula. Number of 7 multiples in 2020 is 2020 by 7. Number of 3 multiples in 100 is step of 100 by 3. Number of 5 multiples in 1000 is step of 1000 by 5. Like that we will calculate the number of 7 multiples or some p multiples in a number n. And the next question here it is, we need to find the power of 7 in the prime factorization of 200 factorial. That's the next problem. So before going to start that C bit, first of all you just think about A as well as think about B. Okay, have a screenshot, you just analyze the situation and then I will solve that C. Just look there, okay, a simple calculation mistake actually. 2020 divided by 7 is 7 2's 14, right? And that's why it is 288, not 188. So here also 7 into 1, 7 into 2, 7 into 3 up to 7 into 288, and then 2020, after that you will get 7 into 289. So as per that, this step of 2020 by 7, the value is 288. So the number of 7 multiples in 2020 is 288. Okay, just have a look. Just look at the board. We need to calculate the power of 7 in the prime factorization of 200 factorial. To prove it, I will use this space. First of all, we need to know about 200 factorial. What is meant by a factorial? And the next idea is what is meant by prime factorization. So if you know about the prime factorization as well as the definition of factorial, then you can express 200 factorial in its prime factorization. And after that you need to find the power of 7 in that prime factorization of 200 factorial. I think we are all familiar that factorial means multiplication of the numbers starting from that particular number to 1. So 200 factorial is nothing but 200 into 198, 9 into 198 into 197 into and so on, 7 into 6 into 5 into 3 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 200 factorial means we need to multiply all the natural numbers starting from 2 up to 1. Okay, that's actually 200 factorial. And see, this is the 200 factorial. After that we need to express this 200 factorial in prime factorization. Prime factorization means expressing a number in its prime factorization means we need to express that number as a product of primes. As product of primes means 200 factorial is equals to 2 power, you may say some alpha 1 into, okay, and 3 power some alpha 2 into, 5 power some alpha 3 into, 7 power some alpha 4 into, and so on. If you express the 200 factorial as 2 power some number, there are some 2's in this product, right? 2 is there here, 4 means 2 square is there, 6 means 2 into 3. So again 2 is there. So if you collect only the primes, that in the sense you need to split each and every composite number again as a product of primes in this product. Okay, in this product you have to rewrite the composite numbers as a product of primes, and then you just collect the 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, all the primes, and express them as powers of primes. Okay, and the question is about finding the power of 7 in the prime factorization. That means there is some number in the power of 7 like this alpha 4, that number we need to find. And once again you just think about it. See, finding power of 7 in 200 factorial is simply nothing but what? Finding the number of 7s in the 200 factorial. Okay, first of all you just think about it. How many 7s are there in 200 factorial? Okay, number of 7s. You just think about it. Number of 7s are simply nothing but 7, 7 into 2, 14. Like that we need to search. Okay, and not 7 into 14. Yeah, 7, 7 into 2, 14, 7 into 3, 21, 7 into 4, 28. Like that if you move, yeah, up to which you will get 7 into 20 is usually 140. Okay. See, that is simply nothing but step of 200 by 7. Since we are searching for the multiples of 7, right? And that multiples of 7 are nothing but again 7 2s is 14, and then 60, 28 is your answer. So if you write all the multiples of 7 like this, you will get how many numbers here? 28 numbers. In all those 28 numbers, there is a 7. We write these 28 numbers like 7 into 1, 7 into 2, 7 into 3, 7 into 4, like that. If you collect all those 7s, the number of 7s you will get here, okay? And the next thing is, you need to select 7 squares also, okay? 7 squares, that in the sense 49 multiples. Why? Because, see, among this list, somewhere you will get 49 and somewhere you will get 98. If you observe this 49, in this 49, 7 square into 2. So totally there are 2 7s in this 49. So while collecting the 7s, this 49 contributes 2 7s. And that's why you need to count this 49 once again. Already we counted this 49 in the first list because it's a 7 multiple. We counted only once, but there are 2 7s, and that's why we need to count once again. So 7 square multiples, that means number of 49s. Again we need to count 49, 98, and then if you had one more 49, it is 147, and one more 49, okay, which is 196. Is it clear? So all these are the multiples of 49. In all these 4 numbers, there are 2 7s, okay. This is 7 square into 1. This is 7 square into 2. This is 7 square into 3. This is 7 square into 4. So since these numbers have 2 7s, we need to count these numbers for 2 times. Already once we counted in the first list, and once again you need to count in the second list. So how many numbers are there here? 4, and that 4 is simply nothing but 200 divided by 7 square, and it results as 4. And after that we need to search for the multiples of 343, which is the number of 7 cubes, because 7 cube is itself 343. So in 200 there are no multiples of 343. So this count is simply 0, and which is nothing but 200 divided by 7 cube, and whose step value is 0. At the end, in this product, if you collect 7s, 7, 14, 28, 21, like that if you count, you will get 28 7s. And after that, if you search for more 7s, you need to count the multiples of 7 square. And 4 multiples of 7 squares are there, and these 4 numbers will give you one more 7. And at the end, total number of 7s are here 28 plus 4, 32. So since the number of 7s are 32, in this result, see, 2 power something you will get, 3 power something you will get, 5 power something you will get, and 7 power 32. After that, the next prime number is 11 power something. It goes on like that. Since here we are concentrating on the power of 7, you just pay attention on this 32 and your answer is 32. And some problems may ask you to find the power of 2, power of 3 like that. There you need to count the number of multiples of 2, multiples of 2 square like that. At the end if you look there, see to find the power of 7 what I did, just I counted the multiples of 7 which is 200 by 7, and then I counted the multiples of 49 which is step of 200 by 7 square, and I counted the multiples of 7 cube which is the step of 200 by 7 cube, and like that. So if you write these numbers after a certain stage everything is 0, there you need to stop the counting. Okay, so for this problem your answer is 32. Just have a look. I think everything is clear for you. You need to analyze and think along with me. Just listening is not sufficient. Okay, just have a look. In 7th bit just we analyzed the problem and just we analyze the situation, and in 8 I am going to give you the general formula, general rule. Okay, okay. Now if you search for the number of, not number of, okay, power of prime p, power of prime p in prime factorization of power of prime p in prime factorization of n factorial, just like power of 7 in 200 factorial. Here I just generalized it with the prime p and the number n is n factorial. Power of prime p in the prime factorization of n factorial is just nothing but number of multiples of p below n plus number of multiples of p square below n plus number of multiples of p cube below n, and so on. We need to continue like that. Okay, and in the first one, number of multiples of p in n factorial is simply nothing but step of n by p plus number of multiples of p square below n, step of n by p square plus, and the next thing is step of n by p cube plus the next one step of n by p power 4 plus, and so on. After a certain stage these values are equal to 0, then you need to stop at that position. Okay, that's the situation. And for suppose if you need to calculate, okay, power of 7 in prime factorization of power of 7 in prime factorization of 2020 factorial. Just look at the situation. Okay, in the previous case in 7th bit just we analyzed 200 factorial, but here it is 2020 factorial. So analyzation is somewhat different and difficult, but direct answer is easy, right? So just as per this logic, power of 7 in 2020 factorial is step of 2020 by 7, just multiples of 7, and step of 2020 by 7 square, multiples of 7 square, plus step of 2020 by 7 cube, multiples of 7 cube, plus step of 2020 by 7 power 4, multiples of 7 power 4, plus, and so on. Okay, yeah. And the next thing is what? 2020 by 7, already we counted it as 288, right? And then 2020 by 7 square, we need to calculate. 2020 by 7 square means 7 square is 49, so we need to go with 49th table for division. 249, as we discussed, 49 fours is 196, okay, and approximately 49 fours, okay, 196. After that 196 you left with again 60, okay, 49 ones, so this is approximately 41, and this 2020 by 343, so we need to divide 2020 with 343, so 343, if you add one more it becomes 600 around, and one more, so approximately 5 into 343, 6 into 340. You just search for that. 343 into 6 is how much? So 343 into 6 is 6 3s is 18, 6 4s is 24 and 1 25, 18 and 2 205, it is larger. So this is 5 plus 2020 by 7 power 4. 7 power 4 value is more than the 2020. So from there the values are 0 and you need to add all these numbers. So if you add, what is your answer? 288 plus 41 plus 5. So for this problem your answer is 288 plus 41 plus 5. If you add, this is 14 and then 13 and then 3. So the number of 7 multiples in 2020 factorial is 334. Okay, so just have a look. To find the power of prime in the n factorial, we need to use this particular formula. Step of n by p plus step of n by p square plus step of n by p cube plus and so on. After a certain stage the values will become 0, you need to stop it from there onwards. And here we need to calculate the power of 7 in 2020 factorial. So use that logic, calculate the step values, add everything and your answer at the end is 334. So if you express this 2020 in its prime factorization, it contains some a term which is 7 power 334. Okay, just have a look and then you need to analyze the problem. Think about it. Okay, we need to calculate the number of zeros at the end of 327 factorial. Right, number of zeros means we need to calculate the power of 10. Okay, but if you think that this 10 is not a prime number, see the formula which I mentioned is step of n by p plus step of n by p square plus, that formula is applicable for the prime number p. Since this 10 is not a prime, if you apply directly you will get some mistake sometimes. Okay, so you need to think about the 10. This 10 is a combination of 2 and 5. This 10 is a combination of 2 and 5. So you need to search for powers of 2 as well as powers of 5. For suppose, if the prime factorization of 327 factorial is 2 power something into 3 power something into 5 power something into 7 power something into and so on. Usually this is the prime factorization. If you consider the powers as some alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3, alpha 4 like that, see, then you need to make tens out of this 2 and 5. Is it right? If you collect 1 2 and if you collect one more 1 5, that 2 and 5 together will become 10. So if there is 1 10 in this product, you will get 1 0 at the end. If there are 3 tens in this product, 3 2s and 3 5s, then there are 3 zeros at the end of that number 327 factorial. So finding number of zeros at the end of that 327 factorial is nothing but finding the power of 10. Finding power of 10 is nothing but collecting 2s and 5s from this. Okay, just look there one more thing. So to find that alpha 1 and alpha 3, we need to calculate the power of 2 in the given number as well as power of 5 in the given number. And one more logic is, always if you collect some consecutive numbers, there are less number of 5s and there are more number of 2s. For suppose just you take first 9 numbers. If you take first 9 numbers, how many 2s are there? Okay, there are 4 2s. 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4. Okay, and in 4 again one more 2 is there. In 8 again 3 more 2s are there. Okay, actually, and 2 more 2s are there. So up to 9 numbers. In first 9 numbers, if you observe, there are many 2s. Okay, but there is only 1 5. Just you are observing first 10 numbers and first 9 numbers. In that first 9 numbers, 2s are more and 5s are less. Like that, if you take any consecutive numbers, 5 is there for every 5 numbers, but 2 is there for every 2 numbers. And that's why number of 5s are more. Number of 5s are less and number of 2s are more. Since to make a 10, we need 1 2 and 1 5. So for suppose if there are 3 5s and if there are 10 2s, how many 10s we can make? Here we have only 3 5s, right? So collect 3 5s and you just collect 3 2s. These two together will make 1 10 or 3 10s. And that's why it is enough if you calculate the number of 5s. Okay, if it is enough if you calculate the power of 5, and that's your answer. Okay, this is a general procedure. Number of zeros at the end of the number is just nothing but power of 10. Power of 10 is a combination of 2 and 5. So no need to calculate the power of 2s and power of 5s. It is enough to calculate the power of 5s in the given number. Why? Because the number of 5s are lesser when compared with the number of 2s. So we need a 10 which needs a combination of 5 and 2. So if 2s are more and we don't have that number of 5s, then we can't make 10. So to make a 10, we need to collect the lesser value. Okay. So that's why powers of 5. So powers of 5 is simply nothing but, as we mentioned, see, step of 327 by 5 plus step of 327 by 5 square plus step of 327 by 5 cube plus step of 327 by 5 power 4. We need to continue like that. And at the end, the step of 327 by 5 is simply what is its value. You need to divide, right? 5 6 is 30, 27, 5 5s. And then this is 25. 25 ones is 25, so 77, 25 3s is 75. And then this is 125. So 125, 250, if you add one more 125, 375. So 125 3s won't work, just 2s. And then this is 625, there you will get 0. From there you will get everything as 0. So add all these things. 13 plus 2 is 15 and 65, and this is equals to 80. So there are 85s. So in this alpha 3 you need to write 80, and alpha 1 will be somewhat very bigger number. To make a 10, there we have only 80 chances to make 10s, and at the end the power of 10 is 80. So at the end of that factorial, 327 factorial, we have 80 zeros. So as a first problem, I discussed everything, okay. But in generally, to calculate the number of zeros, you just directly write these two steps. That's enough, okay. This discussion is not needed every time, okay. Just to find the number of zeros, you just go with these two steps, and at the end you will get that, you will find that the number of zeros are 80. Just have a look. And for your practice, I will give you one more problem now, okay. What I need to give? Yeah, similar problem you just take. D. Find number of zeros at the end of 2021 factorial. E. Find power of 12. Okay, power of 12 by expressing hundred factorial as a product of numbers. Just look there. I am asking you to find the power of 12. Okay. Those two problems you need to solve. And that's for today's class. Okay. In the next class, I am going to handle the Hermite identity related to the greatest integer function. Okay.